Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another day. It is day three. Day three. How are you? Yeah, so this morning really didn't do much yet. Well, no, I did a lot, actually. I take that back. I just got home from the gym. Literally just walked in the door 5 seconds ago. Yeah, I'm about to get in the shower because like I stated yesterday, it's been a week as of today since I washed my hair. I'm trying to stay on top of my hair routine. So I'm about to hop in the shower, wash my hair. I'm probably going to use the Sacred moisturizing shampoo because I did like that. Oh, did I tell you about that? No, I put it on my Instagram story. So one of my good friends has sent me the Sacred, it was like a little trial pack. It came with the moisturizing shampoo. It came with a moisturizing deep conditioner and a clarifying shampoo. Actually, I might use a clarifying shampoo. Yeah, I use a clarifying shampoo, and then I also tried this wash and go right here. I use my Curlsmith leave-in conditioner that I always use, and I can show y'all these products later. And I tried for the first time the Miche Beauty gel, which is really good. I love the Sacred moisturizing shampoo. That was really good. I've never, ever, ever had a shampoo where I can like detangle with the shampoo. It felt so weird, but I loved it at the same time. I was like, ooh, this is nice. And mind you, that was after I had just took down some mini twists that was in my head for like 3 weeks. So like I didn't comb out no tangles or nothing. I waited till I got in the shower, shampooed, and then I did it. I noticed that I was able to like run my fingers through my hair with that shampoo. So we'll see what the clarifying shampoo and scalp scrub is looking like or feeling like today. I'll let y'all know. And then I'll probably still go in with the Curlsmith and the Miche Beauty. Last time I had an allergic reaction, like not necessarily allergic reaction, but just like a hypersensitivity to one of the products. And it just kept making me sneeze. So we're going to try it again today. Hopefully I can narrow it down. We'll see. But yeah, I'm about to hop in the shower, wash my hair real quick because I need to get out, do my devotional. It was a rough start this morning. And then I need to, my kids got a dentist appointment at 1:30, not 2 o'clock, 1:30. So I need to go ahead and do that. And yeah, so I'll check in with y'all in a little bit. Okay, so finally made it back home. I had picked the kids up, took them to their dentist appointment, and then my hair still, it's probably like 95% dry right now. Yeah, but took them to their dentist appointment, came back. I needed to edit and post yesterday's vlog because they're like a day behind. So that will upload tonight. And yeah, just sitting here watching some YouTube. But y'all, I forgot to mention that this morning I was at the gym and I don't know what it was, but I pulled something in my thigh. Like it was already hurting, and I always warm up before my workouts. I foam roll. But my leg was already hurting, and I was sitting there doing a Bulgarian split squat. And I'm like, what is this in my thigh? My hamstrings have been a little tight. Like occasionally they'll get, it's only my right. My right will get super tight and it'll just like hurt. So I was doing my Bulgarian split squat, and all of a sudden, like I came up, I don't know if I came up too far or if it was just tired. I don't know. But if I would have came up a centimeter, whatever, more, I probably would have like literally tore my hamstring. So I'm like limping on it right now. Needless to say, y'all, stretch, because I don't stretch. And that is something that I've been saying I've been wanting to incorporate into my, like at home when I'm sitting here literally just watching TV, which I'll probably get down on this floor and start stretching. I don't stretch. I warm up very well. Like my warm-ups are literally like 10-15 minutes. But I do not stretch, like just so that will be incorporated immediately. No, but also the devotional that I had from last night, and then it was still kind of on my mind, so I did that same devotional this morning, like just kind of went more in depth in it. It was on John. I'm in the book of John, and it's John chapter 5, verse. I have to get the verses. I feel like it's like 1 through 15. But it's when Jesus heals the lame man. And I found it kind of interesting because basically there's this lame man. There's this pool in Bethesda, right? That pool is where people who were sick would go to get healing. But they could only get healing. It's superstitious. They could only get healing when the pool was stirred up, when it was bubbling, right? And it did not happen on the Sabbath. It was just like, you know, every once in a while when it bubbled, they just kind of stayed there. So when it did happen, the first one to get into the pool will be the one who gets healed. And so Jesus comes, he sees this man, he finds out that he has been lame for 38 years. And he's like, why haven't you gotten into the pool? And he said, well, I've tried. Every time I try to get into the pool, someone else goes in there first. So he never makes it in to get healed. And it's been 38 years he's been trying. And so Jesus asks him, do you want to get healed? And the man was like, I forgot what he mentioned, but he was basically like, well, I mean, of course I want to get healed, but how am I going to get healed if I don't get into this pool? Everybody keep going before me. And then Jesus was like, get your mat, get up and walk away. Go, you're healed. Or get your mat, get up and walk away. So the man got up and he walked away. Mind you, this was on the Sabbath. And the pool was not stirred up, so nobody was getting in it. But this man got up and walked away. So the Jewish people were like, Jewish leaders were like, how you walking? Like, it's the Sabbath, so you shouldn't be healed because it's the Sabbath. And I mean, like, the pool is not working on the Sabbath. Like, what's going on? Who healed you? And he was like, some man told me to get up and walk. And so I got up and walked. And then they were like, you know, trying to figure out, well, who was this? Who did it? Because, you know, no work is supposed to be done on the Sabbath, basically. And just all in all, finally, you know, Jesus has slipped away. So like when the man told him, I don't know who did it, they were like, show me who did it. Jesus had already went off into the crowd, so they didn't see who he was. Jesus approached him later and was like, I see that you're walking. And then, you know, they had more conversation, and finally the man went back to the Jewish leaders and were like, it was Jesus that healed me. But all in all, I find this, the reason why I went back to it today was because my mind was just like, I woke up with this, who is last, the first should be last and the last will be first, on my mind this morning. And I'm just thinking, I'm just like, okay, well, even though it's superstitious, just thinking about like the whole pool situation, the first in the pool were the ones who got healed. So that means if you weren't the first one in there, then you were last, right? This particular day was the Sabbath day. And this man who never made it into the pool, who's always been last, he was healed first. Because essentially, he was the only one who was healed that day. No one else was healed because they didn't make it into the pool. So the first, which is the people who made it into the pool, on the days that it was bubbling, stirring, not the Sabbath, they were the first, but he was always the last. And on this Sabbath day, when he was healed and no one else was healed, he was the first and everybody else was last. I don't know. I find that kind of interesting. Just like thinking like, you know, just anything that we're going through and how do I put this? Like how much, what is that girl up there doing? As long as I don't hear crying, that's fine. Jesus can do anything. Like, this was all superstitious, and Jesus came along with his grace. And the way that he asked him, do you want to be healed? Do you want to be healed? The man didn't know that was Jesus. He just had faith that it could happen. He knew that it could, even though he was like kind of relying more on the pool. It was like he had faith and he knew, you know, eventually if eventually I can be healed. And when Jesus told him to pick up his mat and go, it was just like, you know, he was covering him with his grace. And then just like surrounding him, like with, and he was covering him with his grace. I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was going to say. But it's also interesting to think about my Bible that I have is the Jesus Bible. It mentioned that this man was 38 years old. The people in the Israelites back in the Old Testament, they were wandering around in the wilderness for 38 years as well, and all their suffering and their pain and their, you know, wondering why and all of that. But then God still covered them. He still covered them with his grace. He loved them. He brought them through. Like, it's just the connections between the stories of the Old Testament and the New Testament. What you doing? Hey, girl. But yeah, so that's my little snippet for the day. The first will be last, and the last will be first. So if you are last in whatever you do on your job and your finances, God is gonna cover you with his grace, with his love, and eventually you're gonna be first. So just keep having faith, keep trusting, keep believing, and it's gonna happen. Ain't nothing in there for you. Yes. No cookies. You ready to eat some dinner? No. Okay, Mama's gonna cook for you anyway. Mom life, right? Y'all, I'm sitting here watching like my last 2 vlogs. And I'm sorry because I didn't know. So there's one vlog, I think my birthday vlog, it froze like in 3 spots. And I don't know why. And then my day 2 vlog, it froze like in the beginning. And I don't know why. So it's driving me crazy that I don't know why it's freezing. Like just in those areas. And then like you can fast forward a little bit, then it keeps going. But I kind of saw where the day 2 vlog froze, I think, when I was trying to show y'all the treadmill. And that's what it looks like. This is the treadmill. That's it. It is by Ancheer. And it basically looks like this, where you do have like, so I thought this was a 15 incline because I was riding on this thing and I was like, why is this not going any higher than what it is? It's a 15% incline. So these are percentages, not the level. Oop. Yeah, and then the speeds are exactly what they say, and then you can do like intervals and stuff like that. You have a spot for your phone. You can put this up maybe if you want to have your phone going maybe long ways. I don't know if it'll, well, it might fit in there. I don't know. Or like your iPad. And then space for your drinks. And then you also have here as well speed adjustments. I don't know what this is. I think this is just like a grip thing, but you can adjust your speed on this side and you can adjust your incline, your percentage incline on that side. So I'm so sorry. I don't know why. We're gonna get through it and that's okay. So I just put chicken in the oven for meal prep. Probably going to, I'll see how much rice I have. Sorry. See how much rice I have. Probably have like, you know, chicken, rice, broccoli, and then I'll make like a salad. I actually might do chicken salad personally. Or maybe I do chicken, rice, broccoli, and then I also do a chicken salad for dinner because I usually like to take like 2 meals from my work days because I work 12 hours. So I'll have a breakfast. Oh, I need to make that. I'll have my lunch and then I'm usually hungry again. So I'll eat again like at 6 o'clock. That way sometimes too, I don't have to eat as soon as I get home. A lot of times when I get home, it's already 8 o'clock and sometimes I don't want to eat that late. A lot of times I'm trying not to eat that late. unless needed, unless I'm on vacation. But yeah, so I have a smoothie first thing in the morning. My breakfast, usually like some eggs, sausage. Sometimes I have hash browns with it, like an egg scramble. Put some avocado in there. And then for my lunch, I will have whatever leftovers or meal prep. Dang, my egg cracked. I love this little egg machine, but my egg bust. But I'll have meal prep or leftovers. Did it freeze again? It did. Ugh. I need to figure this out. Okay. I think this is going to be... Oh my gosh. That is very upsetting. Okay. It's okay. We're going to figure it out. This is probably going to be the end of this vlog though, because I need to just get ready for work and get ready for bed. So finish meal prepping. Oh, and then I'm sorry. I didn't finish my train of thought because got distracted. Whatever leftovers and meal prep that I have for lunch, and then I usually bring something either light or heavy, depending on what I'm having. For lunch, something lighter. For dinner, like a salad with meat and eggs and all the toppings and stuff like that. So that will be it for this day, and I'm gonna figure this out. I'm probably gonna have to take it down and maybe try to reload it. But I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.